Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Fred. We've now got some extraordinarily good news for Mrs. Thatcher. The results of today's phone poll. You remember we asked you if you'd be happy to adopt the écu and do away with the familiar pound sterling. Well, we had nearly 7,000 calls and 26% of you, a mere 26% of you said yes. And a massive majority, 74%, said no. So if Mrs. Thatcher's watching, I should imagine that's one of the best things you've heard all week.
Yes, I don't think she will be watching. It's a rather busy life.
She might.
She might be, you never know.
The Queen probably is.
Yes, because tomorrow, the Queen is presiding over the annual state opening of Parliament. Any televisions on in the palace, switch them off if you want to keep your job. The question that we asked earlier was, could the Queen do with a makeover? Now, we've had a little go, so let's take a look at the Queen's new look, please. Now, I like that.
Leslie. Yes. The lady responsible for it. What do you think?
Well, I think it's, well, we both think it's actually really rather wonderful. It's a business suit, if you like, for her walkabouts. We've changed the shoulder lines, so as you see that it's so much rounder and more modern. We've given her a blouse which she never wears and a skirt which she never wears.
Yeah.
So it's all rather different for her.
It's power dressing.
It is very much so, without the great pads in the shoulder.
Yes. Would you like to come down?
And the colour's
take
very
a seat
subdued,
here.
but you see, I think she could have more fun with fabrics like this. This is very in fashion, this sort of rather tapestry.
What do you think, ma'am?
I think it's incredible. I love it. I love the feel of the change.
Yes. Do you like this sort of tailored style instead of the much sort of looser coats? And...
Yes, I do, and particularly the material, which is very light. You know, a lot of material is very heavy, and when you're older and you've got a little bit more fat on you, you don't really need anything that's terribly tight and heavy. Yes. No, I love it. I love the change. I love the material and the colour. I think that, you know, it's superb.
It is. I must say, well done, Leslie. I mean, you took the challenge seriously. I mean, it wasn't just a giggle.
Oh, no.
And it looks pretty good.
Yeah. I have to say that is a suit that came from her favourite store, so she could buy it for £285, so it's not a fortune.
No, I think she might be able to manage
The
that.
civil list would run to that.
That would be getting a sort of a royal outing, I think. But we
Yes.
have to talk about the hair as well and the makeup. Lee, we bring in our very own makeup and hair designer. Right. Go on. Now, you've definitely modernised her.
Yes, I've still kept a structured look because of the look that she actually likes to go for. But I've left I would like to have taken the back shorter, but with Jeanette not wanting it shorter. But the whole effect is still quite strong round here. The hair's back off the face so the public can actually see her. That's why she never wears a fringe or anything like that. I think the whole thing is a lot softer and a lot more stylish.
You've also taken away the blue eyeshadow.
Yes.
What have you done with the makeup there, apart from that? That's the obvious change.
Not too much, because the makeup at the moment, especially the kind the Queen wears, is very simple. And so it looks really quite good, but I'm not really into blue eyeshadow. I've just softened I put peach actually on the eyelids because it brings those piercing blue eyes out even stronger.
Yeah.
And just slightly soften the lipstick, also taking into the account of the suit and the colour and everything. And that's basically it. But it's just a softer look.
Would you just, ma'am, would you just turn your head to the window so we can see the side of your head there? I think it's a bit more. That's really nice. That's a really nice... I was going to say cut, but you've got away with actually not taking a single strand off the scissors.
Yes, just pushing it into shape, really.
Yeah,
just changing the look.
Yeah. I think this does make a serious point. I mean, you know, I think that the Queen, yourself, your good lady self, would in fact look much younger, much more stylish if she did take a little bit more care with her hair and perhaps do a little bit, you know, try and make herself look a little bit more young. But do you? I mean, it's your living, Jeanette, because...
Jeanette Charles.
That I said, Jeanette Charles, yes, I mean, not the real Queen. You must
Get away.
To come up, I'm afraid. But, I mean, you are a royal look-alike. Would you like her to change slightly, or would that worry you? Would you hate...
I don't think she ever will change. I mean, if you think of the tours, of the visits, of her everyday work that she has to do, for example, hats. She has a little ring of curls around here for her hats to nestle into. Now, she is not a fashion model, she is the Queen, and I think, although I love it, I absolutely love it myself, I feel younger, I feel great. I mean, it's marvellous to have somebody as wonderful as Lee to do my hair.
Yeah.
But I don't think we will ever see the Queen change. I think she makes herself look much older than she needs to. I really do. I think she could have a lovely hairstyle that would flatter her, and I think everybody would adore it.
Yes, I agree with you. I think if she had a hairstyle like that and clothes like that, it would be a sensation. Although I suppose, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter at all, does it? Because
No,
she's the Queen that we love, and,
she is, and
that we
indeed,
expect to see.
the other thing is that would people recognise her? Jeanette was saying earlier that everybody sees her the way she is and recognises her. Little children know immediately that she has this style of her own.
Well, thank
Well,
you.
we love her dearly, and I don't suppose for a minute she was watching, but if she was, thanks for being a good sport. That's it
Thank
for
you,
today.
Jeanette.
Thank you very much, Jeanette. Tomorrow, tune in for The Real Thing, Her Majesty the Queen and the state opening of Parliament. Our cameras will be at Westminster Live, and to give the show a right royal feel, we've got an exclusive look at the Crown Jewellers Garage.
And we just had a message. Lee Din and Leslie, can you get down to the palace? You have an appointment this afternoon, 4 o'clock. Now, actually, Leslie Everts will be meeting the Duke of Norfolk, the man with the job of organising the whole ceremony tomorrow, not to mention the Queen's Silver Jubilee and Charles and Di's wedding.
And we'll also be joined by Lady Victoria Latham and the editor of Majesty magazine, Ingrid Seward. So, see you then. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. See you tomorrow. Well, that...